friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a really fun video. If you don't know, today is my birthday. So I thought I would show you guys what I got from my boyfriend from Sephora, a little bit of a Sephora haul, and then I'm also going to be doing a try on with you all. I have tested out some of these products, so some of them are going to be reviews, others are going to be first impressions, and I do have a surprise at the end of this video as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that. This is the look that we're going to be creating, so if you want to see that, stay tuned. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe before you leave and go ahead and ring the bell, you guys. Really helps my channel out. And yeah, let's jump into the video. Okay, so I got my brows cooking, I got my hair pulled back. Today's video is going to be a little different. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a Sephora haul of items that I got for my birthday from my boyfriend, and I'm going to be doing a try on of them. That being said, those items are going to be the focus of the video. So I'm going to pair these new things with staple items that I always use. That way I can really test them and, you know what works and what doesn't work. I have already tried a few of these things, but I want to do it that way so I can really be sure of my feelings and know that it's not another new product affecting it. So I'm going to do it that way. That being said, then when I'm doing a product that is not a part of the initial haul, I will keep it in. I'll just speed it up. So that's kind of like the game plan. So hopefully that sounds good. The first item in the haul is an eyeshadow palette. So woohoo! Very exciting. Oh, you guys, I finally got it. If you've been around, then you know. But I finally got it. It is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 2 palette. And this is what she looks like on the inside. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This one actually came intact. My OG one came a little busted and crusted. So this is so exciting. I am gonna just go into this first shade here to set the whole lid. So like I mentioned, I've literally been lusting for this palette so hard since it released. But as a lot of you know, I am in pan over purchase, so I have to be really mindful about what I do decide to pick up. So I held out, I waited for reviews, and then the reviews were very, very mixed, like all over the board. There were people saying, that they loved it, and then there were other people saying that it creased really bad on them. It was kind of just a mixed bag, which was like so shocking to me because I know you shouldn't assume, but I assumed that the formula would be the same as like his first palette, but that didn't really seem to be what was going on in the reviews. So it kind of put me off of it for a while. Like I kept side eyeing it, but I was like, well, if she's a crazy gal, like I don't want any of that over here. Almost just like dropped the straw. So I was like, I don't know about that. I am just gonna go into this next shade here. It looks like a really pretty mauve. And so it kind of held me off of it for a little bit because I had seen some of those reviews, but then I still kept seeing so many people loving it and using it. And then I was able to, I was in Chicago for a bit visiting my brother. And whenever I'm there, I try to go into Sephora because even if I'm not buying anything, it allows me to be able to swatch stuff in person. And I really like that because I've been able to whittle so many things off my wish list by going in and swatching them because I'm like, oh, I would not like that. That tone's not going to work for me. The texture is not going to play well because I've been playing with makeup for a long time, but I've been a pretty hardcore connoisseur, if you will, for a few years now. So I feel like I have a pretty good sense of like what I will like and what I will not like. So having that ability to go in and swatch it has helped me really like narrow stuff down. And so far, as you can see, these mattes are blending gorgeously, like no issues or anything. Not that I was expecting any, but just wanted to throw that out there. Next, I'm going to use, I think, this deep shade out here, just in the outer corner. Gosh, she's so pretty. I'm so glad I got it, you guys. I've wanted this for so long. But anyways, so back to the story. We went into Sephora and they finally had this palette there in person, and they hadn't previously. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And I swatched it out, and okay, well, I guess the other thing holding me back too was that it was like more of a pinky palette, and I'm not like super huge into pink shadows, but I don't feel like this look looks super pinky, you know? And that was the thing. When I went in and I swatched it, I was like, wow. I was like, okay, literally, if it would have been in stock, I would have bought it right there on the spot and walked out with it, but they didn't have it in stock. So I put it back on my wish list because I swatched it out and I was like, this is so stunning. Like, there are pinks and you can create something pink with it, but you can also get something that's leaning more neutral, which is what I like out of it. And the shimmers are gorgeous. Like, a couple of them I felt like were almost leaning duochrome. They were so freaking stunning. So I put it back on the wish list and I got it for my birthday, which is when this is going up. If you guys don't know, today's my birthday, August 3rd. Hallelujah! Woo! If you're curious, I am feeling older. I guess, yeah. I'm 29 now, if you guys didn't know. So, 30 is knocking on my door pretty hard, but that's okay. But I just, yeah, so I have a little bit more mature skin, and that was kind of difficult for me. Like the 25 to 28 range, like you could visibly like see the changes in my skin and working through like the transition of makeup and everything during that time. So that was interesting. I am going to put on a little bit of glitter glue really quick. Lord. And then what shade? I think maybe I'll do some layering of these two. This is a one that's like a duo. Okay, like you're seeing pink and I'm seeing a gold shift. Oop, yep, caught it right there. Really, really beautiful. So I think I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of this, and then we'll top it. Oh, maybe we won't top it. Holy shit. Okay. You guys! I just love makeup, okay? And this is so good. Like, oh my gosh. I barely used any. I just barely tapped into that. Oh. I don't know if it's picking up like it's picking up here. Oh, but the shift is gorgeous. It's like, and you can see both at the same time. It's like the most, oh, beautiful, like pink and gold. Oh man. Wow. She is pretty. She is pretty. Would you guys like to see a 1 week, 1 palette with us? Because I would like to do it. I probably will do it regardless because, oh my goodness. And that way I can like show you all swatches and everything as well. Like, So yeah, oh, stunning. So far the formula has been really, really great, you guys. As you saw, the mattes blended out effortlessly. That shimmer went on like butter and is so beautiful and so reflective. The only thing is going to be, you know, the wear test, because that was like the only like real negative thing that I saw about it was people are like, oh, it creased, which usually if I'm gonna have eyeshadow creasing on me, it's already begun. And it hasn't. So I feel like it won't, but I am gonna film a few videos today, so I will update the description box if I do have any creasing, but I don't foresee it. The next product that I got that is new that I'm gonna go ahead and try is the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, and I got the mini in the shade 3 Fair. I am probably one of the only people that has not tried this yet. And so this was one of the things I picked out. Of course, I picked it out and then Elf was like, oh, we have something similar. But anyways, I just like wanted to try it just to see if it was something that I would enjoy like in my daily routine. And this is one of the products that I've actually been trying out all week. So like I have kind of gathered my thoughts on it. One, I do think the shades are very flexible. Like you saw how dark that looks, but once I get it, you know, rubbed in, you can't see that it's like too dark or anything. So there's not a lot of coverage, but I would say the fact that it's so reflective gives you the illusion of some coverage. And I do think that it is really pretty. But I feel like it's a little meh. Don't come for me, you guys. I just felt a little underwhelmed, which was not what I was expecting to feel, because this is like such a cult classic that I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be so wowed. It's gonna knock my socks right the F off. Like I was so prepared to be like obsessed with it, and then it just, it's like nice. It is nice. Like I'm not saying it's bad. It's like definitely not bad. But I didn't feel the wow, I guess, that I was expecting to feel. And I almost feel like, I think I'm going to do some comparisons with it, because I almost even feel like my Milani Bright Side primer gives a really similar finish, honestly. And I think maybe that's the reason I'm not wowed, because I already have products in my collection that can do this, you know? And I also don't feel like it provides any kind of hydration at all, like anything like that. So I still, for my personal preference, would need to go in with a primer that's a little more hydrating, or I would need to use an oil in my skincare routine. Yeah, it's not what I was expecting, but I don't know. I'm gonna use it up, and my plan is, and I don't know, I don't even know if it'll work or not, but my plan is once I empty it, because I mean, as you saw, I had to like really kind of use a lot. I don't know how long this is really gonna last me. So my plan is I'm gonna try to squirt some of this into here. And how fancy will that be? That is like, you know, because I'm kind of weird about using stuff with my hands, and I have to apply this with my hands. So I was like, wow, if I could just use this component and squirt it in there, that'd be great. So that is what I'm the most excited for about this product. I think it's nice. It looks gorgeous. But again, I get this finish with my other glowy primers. So I don't know, you guys. It didn't woohoo me the way that I thought that it would. The next new product, I've only used it once because the shade is a light for me right now. So I got the Huda Beauty Fox Filter Concealer, and I had the shade 2.1 in, which is described as light fair with a neutral undertone. And I normally would have went with something more on the light with a neutral undertone, but I did light fair because Huda's products don't tend to run true to shade. They tend to run yellow. Not the case here, you guys. Not the case. This is the most like true to shade description product I feel like she has ever put out for complexion. And like, I'm truly shocked. So like, I could have actually ordered my shade and it would probably work, but I ordered a shade lighter because I was like, oh, it's gonna be way too deep. But no, this is actually a great shade. Like, it's too light on me right now, but this is gonna work for me fine in the winter. So I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm not gonna return it or anything. But I will say, because of that, I haven't really been able to super test out the formula. I've only worn it one other time, just because it's a little brightening for my taste, especially in the summer. But I will say it blends out beautifully. I didn't experience any creasing or anything like that. It was really long wearing. I did wear it to work. It's a little bit illuminating, actually, which I was not expecting either. So it's a little bit illuminating, which I like. Something like different, but it is really, really nice. And the applicator is not like anything else I have in my collection. This is what it looks like. And it's not super soft. It's a little on the tougher side, but like not in a bad way or anything like that. But I think that this is gonna be good. I won't be able to give like a super thorough review until I've really put it to the test. But that's just like my initial thoughts. I am using another new product. This is not a part of the haul, but I did get this in my wish list swap with Becca, and I've used it a handful of times before, but I had set it to the side because I was panning another powder, which is now done. So I'm whipping it back out again. It's the Dior, what do they call this? The Backstage Face and Body Powder in the shade 1N, which is 1 neutral. And I just posted about it today because I was like, I had to get a picture of it before I messed up all the beautiful embossing. But it felt like a really nice powder upon like first impression. But now I'm really going to be able to put it to the test. As you guys know, by the time this goes up, well, maybe not. I don't know. My uploads are going to be tight this week. But this is going to be in my new basket to rotate in. I am going to go ahead and do my brows though, because I just realized I skipped that step because I was just so excited about the new stuff that I was like, who needs eyebrows? So hang on a second. Okay, better. Okay, the next product, this is its last chance to work for me. I've tried it a couple of different times and I just cannot get it to work for me, you guys. So I'm going into this knowing that it might ruin the whole look, and I have to film over after this, but here we go. It is the One Size Made for Shade Bronze in Sculpt Trio. I picked up the light trio. I keep saying I placed the order, because points, but Luke paid for it. So picked up the light one, and I've been having some struggles with it. So today is its last chance, and I'm gonna go in with the top shade here, just a little bit. I'm even gonna try to tap it off. I don't want to say that this product is bad, because I don't think that it is. I just think that it is a little bit finicky. And for me, I am a working woman. I work every day. And for me personally, I don't enjoy finicky products because I don't have the time to fix them in the morning. So I want something that I know I can put on and I can count on, and it's gonna look really nice. And I just don't think that that is this product for me. First of all, I think that the trio is too deep, which, like, it does look kind of deep in the lighting, but in like real life, it doesn't look this deep. But like that captures it a little bit better how it actually looks like in my eyes. But so I initially tried this shade and it was like too dark, too pigmented, and got very patchy on my skin immediately. This one did the same. This one, as you can see, did a lot better, but it still just looks a little too deep for my preference. And I barely used any, but I will say it didn't get patchy. So that's good. Like this looks better than the other times that I used it. So I definitely think that there is a little bit of a learning curve with this, but I also think that there is going to be, you're going to need to have certain preferences to really love this. And it just doesn't align with my preferences. And kind of what sealed the deal for me, sorry, I'm like, ugh. Kind of what sealed the deal for me is that I was like messing around with this, trying to make it work, not really loving how it looked. And then the other day, pulled out my trusty Alamar trio, and I just put my brush in there and whatever, and it looked great. And I didn't even have to mess around with it. And I was like, you know what? I think that sealed the deal for me. It's just, it's not as, I don't know, easy to use, low maintenance as I would like. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad product. I just think it's a little finicky for my personal taste. So I don't think that I'm gonna hold on to it. It's just not something that I think I will reach for, because I think in like the morning when I am rushing around to get ready, sorry, I'm like trying to multitask, so I'm not just talking here. But I think that when I'm trying to get around in the morning for work and whatnot, I don't think that I'm gonna reach for this product at all, because I'm not gonna want to mess around with it and risk messing up my whole look because I went in a little too heavy-handed or, you know, whatever. Like, it's just, that's not something that like I personally want to do. Like I said, I think that that product is gonna completely come down to preference, and it's not my preference, and that's okay. It'd be like that sometimes, you guys. And I think I'm actually gonna use, you know where the brushes are because I haven't used them. Gonna use a little bit of powder highlighter just for fun. But yeah, I just think that it's a preference thing. Just like, you know, powdered highlighter. So many people love that, but it's really just not my preference anymore. And I feel like, you know, that's fine. And that's kind of how I feel about this. It's just not, it's not going to be my preference. I am going to go ahead and hop off, and I'm going to finish up the lower lash line, the eyes, and the lips, and then I will be back. Okay, so here is the finished look. Overall, you guys, I really do love how it came out. I do want to add one more thing about the bronzer, which you guys are probably like, oh my god, like, okay, we get it, you don't like it. I had thought about exchanging it for the Fair trio because I was like, maybe that would work better. But after talking to one of my friends with actually a lighter complexion than me, she said that the Fair Trio was too light for her, and she actually ended up decluttering it. So I'm just gonna cut my losses and return it. Like, I don't think it's gonna work for me, and I have a lot of other stuff that I really love that I don't feel like I should have to keep trying to make it work for me, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna be doing that. I feel like I elaborated pretty well on my thoughts with the Charlotte Tilbury product and with the Huda concealer. I do think it's really nice. I would be interested in a summer shade for myself, but I have other concealers, so I'm not gonna do that. But I do think it's really nice, and I do really enjoy it. As far as the Patrick Ta palette, I kind of wish he would stop with this packaging because it just looks so gross. And it gets so dirty so easily. Like, this is my first time using it, and it already looks disgusting, so love that for me. I love this first look that I created, and I'm so excited to keep playing with it. For me so far, it has been oh, cute. Cute over there. Cute. I must not have something right over there. Okay, I think I got that straightened out. I'm trying out some new like thing, and I don't really know how I feel about it. But anyways, in my opinion, like this, okay, so this is what my OG palette looks like. I obviously really love this. And for me, the formula felt great. Like, I didn't feel like there was a stark difference in formulation. I didn't have any issues with like blending or anything like that. Everything worked beautifully. So I can definitely see this becoming a favorite. Like, this is in my top 5. And I can see this coming up right there with it. So yeah, if you guys made it this far in the video, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And since it is my birthday, I did want to do a little something for you guys as well. I wanted to host my first giveaway now that we're over 1K. It's going to be like a mystery box kind of style, and it's going to contain makeup, skincare, items like that I've, you know, gotten and accumulated. How to enter is to just leave a cake emoji in the comments, and then I'll go through and randomize, and the person that gets selected, I will comment on your cake emoji with my email, and then you'll need to send me your shipping details. The giveaway is going to be open until next Friday, which I'm filming on my phone, so I don't know the date of that, but I will pop it up here. This is when the giveaway is going to be open until. Again, just make sure you drop a cake emoji in the comments, and then obviously you have to be subscribed to my channel, and I would appreciate a thumbs up as well. But yeah, I hope that you guys are having a great day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!